man, I was up kind of late. So I actually was watching some TV, and I was watching late night talk shows. Mm-hmm. And this is dude, I haven't watched late night talk shows in a while. And
I mean, I hear that they're very popular.
I got to tell you, they fucking suck. It's so bad now. I was watching Jimmy Fallon.
Yep.
And dude, I hate Jimmy Fallon.
Why?
I hate him. Don't get me wrong. He looks like a nice guy.
No, I heard he's an asshole.
Really? Yeah. I don't know. He looks like a nice guy, but like, dude, I don't know how. Like, this is what people want nowadays. It's like, nah, I'm not used to it.
What are you used to?
I'm used to the classics: Letterman, Carson, Leno, Arsenio Hall, like that kind of shit. And I swear to God, man, like this guy's giggling every 5 fucking seconds. He's doing dumb fucking stunts on his show, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, but he's always been like that.
Yes, he has. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's beyond me. I'm like, what the fuck is this, man? You never saw Johnny Carson playing fucking games on his fucking show. It's stupid.
Yes,
but
he did. He did that letter thing.
No. He did some of that shit in the beginning. He did skits in the beginning, but like then he stopped it because he didn't want to do it anymore, and it was just more of a regular format. And he let just him being funny. Like, he still had some small skits, but they were like, you know, the guy with the Karnak the Magnificent with the fucking thing and all that.
Yeah.
Letterman had skits and stunts that were funny. Like, Jimmy Fallon's stuff it just ain't funny. It seems like fucking like juvenile, man. But then again, this is what the people want because his show is popular.
Yeah, it's very popular.
So, he's giving the people what they want, which is basically horseshit.
I
don't like him. I don't like him.
He just has a different style, you know.
I don't like it. I don't like him. I don't fucking like Seth Meyers. His show's fucking like boring. But you know who's even more boring? Stephen Colbert. His talk show. His talk show sucks. All it is nothing but Trump jokes, and the guy doesn't know how to interview. He really doesn't, man. And now don't get me wrong.
I've never really watched his talk show.
I've seen it. It sucks, man.
I like the old one.
Yeah, but that was a character he was playing. That was just one enormous skit. He played the conservative, that was funny. But it was a bit that he was doing.
Yeah.
Whereas this is just really him. And it's just not entertaining, man. It just ain't. I'm like,
how about what's his face? The Man Show dude.
Oh yeah, fucking Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah.
Kimmel will say some funny stuff sometimes, but every fucking time I turn that show on, he's fucking blubbering and crying about something. It's like, man up, you fucking fruit. Yeah, he is. Dude, he's always fucking crying. I'm like, why are you fucking crying so much?
Well, he's a sensitive boy.
Yeah, sensitive boy. Man the fuck up. You did the Man Show, for Christ's sakes. And you're up there fucking, oh my God,
And he quit the Man Show. He quit the Man Show to do the talk show.
Yeah, he went for the big bucks.
Of course.
He went for the bucks, man. I like Jimmy. Like I said, Jimmy Kimmel's kind of funny. Like, he has funny bits and he'll say some funny stuff, but he's always crying and he's all Mr. fucking PC, like fucking, all about celebrity shit. It's like, you know what he's turned into? He's turned into how like Howard Stern turned into. Except a lot worse.
Yeah, but he's protecting his future.
Exactly, but
they're all PC.
Yeah,
every single one.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
You want to know who has flown under the radar for like 20 years?
Who?
Byron Allen. With his 3 a.m. show?
Byron Allen, he does okay. Like, I could watch Byron Allen talk about shit, but Byron Allen is so much more of a behind-the-scenes guy. He is fucking loaded. He's one of the richest
comedians in the world. Period.
And it's not because of doing stuff in front of the camera. It's all the shows that he owns behind it. I think he owns the TV One network. The other black network, I want to say he owns it. He owns some network.
He owns the Weather Channel.
He owns the Weather Channel. Yep. He owns the Weather Channel.
He had some kind of fight with the cable companies, which I think he lost.
And he was already crazy rich before that.
Yeah.
Like, he's one of those guys where if you think, wow, Byron Allen, no. There's more than meets the eye. He's like a transformer. That guy is rich as fuck, man. As powerful as fuck, too.
He's a trans Negro.
Transforms into a white guy in a business suit for those network executive meetings.
Yo, instead of going,
Yeah.
he goes, hey, guy. Trans Negro. Yes, follow that guy.
the trans Negroes. Wider than this eye. Oh, it's horrible. I'm really sitting here struggling to think of stuff to rhyme with that song, and I can't.
Yeah, I know. That was a charity laugh.
That was a stupid laugh. Fucking, this is 5 years of this shit right here, man.
Yeah. He's loaded, man.
No, he's loaded. The one guy I'll say that to me still holds it down, still funny as fuck.
It's Conan.
Conan O'Brien.
Yeah.
To me, late night, it's Conan O'Brien and everybody else.
But it's just he's on TBS,
and that's the thing. Nobody his audience isn't as big as it used to be because he's on TBS. And who watches TBS? It's not as much as NBC or whatever. Yeah. But to me, Conan O'Brien is still the guy that fucking does it funny on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, he fucked over George Lopez, but hey, who hasn't?
George Lopez fucked over his wife.
Oh, with the kidney?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. Listen. I mean, George is funny. I like George Lopez, but I have to admit, on that TV show that he had, the George Lopez Tonight,
it wasn't good.
I wasn't feeling it because every time during the monologue that he would tell a joke, he would always start it, and when he would say the punchline, he would move into the camera and his eyes would get all big and he'd grab his tie.
Yeah.
Every fucking time. I'm like, oh, are you fucking Rodney Dangerfield, motherfucker? And he would say something, he goes, but then my wife found out. And he would lean in with those big eyes. Yeah, hey, just in case y'all didn't know, that's the cue to laugh. It's like, what kind of Chicano horse shit is this, man?
Yep.
And how many times did he use you're not Mexican, you're Mexican. Really, George?
That's why TBS was willing to get rid of him so fast.
Yeah, and they put Conan right in his slot.
Yep.
And he was mad. He's still mad about that.
Why?
Because I guess he was mad because they put Conan in his slot. Well, they forced Conan on him and said, listen, we want you to help. Because Conan used to come after him. Mm-hmm. And then they just moved him into the slot, and it was like, that was it. No word from the network, no word from Conan, nothing. So he felt he got kind of fucked over after he welcomed him in. Because at first he was making fun of him a little bit when he got kicked out of NBC.
Yep.
Then when he was coming there, he's like, all right, bring Conan in, whatever like that. I'll help smooth the transition.
Help smooth it.
The transition for
Conan
show
was more
after.
established than he was.
Exactly. But it's like, I don't think he's stupid. I think he knew the writing was on the wall because the minute Conan's in there, Conan's a much bigger name, and they're going to take your show from you and move him in. That's exactly what they did.
Of course.
Yep. But listen, in the end, don't feel bad for any of these guys. They're rich. We're doing a podcast.
Yeah.
So
they're rich. I'm not.
Exactly. So fuck them. Jay Leno too. You know what? But I ain't gonna lie.
Is he still doing the show?
I don't know if he's doing the show. He's doing that Jay Leno's Garage, which is cool. But listen, I don't care what anybody says. Everybody gives fucking all this flack to Jay Leno. Look, to me, Jay Leno wasn't that bad. At least his monologue wasn't. Or you could say maybe the guest and his interview style. All right, fine, whatever. But to me, his monologue wasn't that bad. It wasn't horrible. It was all right. I mean, he wasn't Letterman, but
I never really watched any of them.
Letterman, to me, it was Letterman. Carson was funny as shit. Letterman was funny as shit. I mean, Arsenio had a little bit of a run, and then Arsenio just started getting full of himself, and it was just like, all right, whatever. And Conan.
I never watched Leno. Mm-hmm. I never watched Letterman. The only one I watched was Conan, really.
Yeah. And Conan's the only one that's still doing it, and he's still doing it funny.
Yeah.
He's the only one. Everybody else is just second and third tier, man. I keep it on so I could fall asleep.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like how people do to this podcast.
Yeah, well, I mean, gotta fall asleep to some kind of white noise. I mean, I do like white girls.
Well, you're making white noise of a different kind.